morning. Good morning. You guys know I cannot get it right with trying to schedule a live. I'm in Charleston, so I decided to drop by the beach and then I decided to go live. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, Queen Nunu. Hey, Barbara. You are welcome. I'm doing well, Nunu. How are you? I'm here for work. It's been like a week already. I left home Sunday evening and went to Miami. I left Miami and went to Atlanta. This is since Sunday. Left Miami, went to Atlanta, and now I'm here in Charleston, but I can go home today. So I'm doing well. I just wanted to come and get a little peace before I went to work. It's so beautiful. I'm going to give you guys another view. So this is what I like about Isle of Palms. I don't know if you guys watch The Housewives. So even before this beach came on Housewives, it was my favorite beach in Charleston. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see it's no hotels. These are people's houses, and I think down there is an apartment building. But it's like really, really quiet out here, and I love it. You could just come and chill. Like on Saturdays it'll be a ton of people out here with there you have to bring your own stuff. Like there's no renting of umbrellas or chairs or anything like that. So you have to bring your own. There's no boardwalk here, so you have to bring your own food, your own drinks, things like that. There's a restaurant that's not too far. So I like this little beach because, especially in the morning, it seems kind of secluded like, and I could just come. I'm not running today because I need to get to work. But usually I come out here in the morning and there are a lot of runners out. Just put on chill mode. So at the end of this week, I am moving. Like my move will be official. I will no longer reside in Washington, D.C. I will be in North Carolina. But I wanted to have the whole week off, but my manager wasn't having it. Yes, girl. And so, um, talking about Memorial Day weekend, it's going to be packed. Good morning, LaQuinta. So it's going to be packed this weekend. So when I was in Florida, I stay in the same hotel most of the time. So when I was in Miami, I walked in, and the people at the desk were like, one guy at the desk was like, Miss Epps, you back already? Weren't you just here last week? And I was like, no, it seems like it, but no. And he was like, we are already preparing because they're going to close down a lot of the streets in Miami. And I said, well, what are the people going to do about getting to the hotel? And he was like, that's what we want to know, so that the city hasn't even informed them yet what streets are going to be closed. And so, like, if you have a rental car or you take an Uber, like, how you going to get there? So, like, yeah, the airports are already, like, giving warnings out about travel because they're saying that this is going to be the biggest travel day since 2005. So I'm about to, like, go home in the house and just be in the house. Everybody talking about being outside. I'm going to be in the house chilling. Girl, too much on the go, LaQuinta. So I was just waiting for my move. I'm actually going to start looking for a new job, and hopefully I can have a job where I'm not flying so much and on the road so much, because it's not getting to me, but I don't have free time like to find a boo. Well, just, do whatever. Not that I need to find one, but leave myself open for the opportunity of having a boo. Like, I'm always gone. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, I was so excited to hear about your partnership with Timu. I hope you got my message because I've been packing, right? I've been like the end of last week, I was just at home packing, trying to get my life organized, taking stuff to Goodwill, throwing stuff away. So it's been a chore. And then one day last week, I was able to pack up a moving truck, and I took half of my stuff to North Carolina. So half of my stuff is still in DC and half of it is in North Carolina. But Sarah, I'll still be around DC because I still have my mom's house and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So congratulations to you. I was just so happy I couldn't get with you like I wanted to because I was doing all of the packing, but I did see your message about the partnership. I think that is so dope. Like, that's so dope with Temu. Hey, Key, how are you? Yes, your sis wants to find a boo thing, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Key. Yes. So I'm going to show you guys the new place and all of that. I'm a real city girl. Hi, puppies. Good morning. So people are out walking their dogs. So I am a true city girl. I love being able to walk to get my nails done or walk to the bank or do things like that. And now I'm going to be in the country. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm probably going to love it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let me see who else I missed. Yes, Quinta. Boo. Thank you guys for joining. Yes. Oh my gosh. Big shout out to Sarah. So the people that I work with in the office don't get in there until about 8:30. So I'm going to go back to the hotel and try to get my life together like real quick and then go ahead to work. But let me show you guys. Let me see. I'm looking at comments some more. DC is like crazy off the hook right now, Nunu. Like the prices are crazy. And of course, like the bank, when I went to the bank is like, oh, you could get a house for this much money. No. I'm 52 years old. I'm single. And so for me, doing North Carolina was a better option for me. And here it is too. So I was looking at Charlotte. Charlotte almost as expensive as DC is. So the same house with the same builder, same floor plan is, I'm moving to Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm sorry. Greensboro, North Carolina is about an hour and a half from Charlotte, right? Greensboro, North Carolina is also the third largest city in North Carolina. My criteria for moving, because I strongly considered Charleston, where I am now, because of this. But the beach wasn't enough to keep me in Charleston. I wanted a professional football team, professional basketball team, somewhere where the arts and theater came in more. So that's how I chose. I also looked in Houston, Texas. I just decided that was too far away. So the houses in Charlotte, because I need to be near a big airport. The houses in Charlotte, same house, same floor plan, same builder, was $275,000 more. Hello, Greensboro, okay? Because your girl is all about being economical and all of that. And because I travel for work, it's no need for me to spend all the extra money when I'm not home all of that time. So I just wanted a decent place in a decent area. And so where I am going in North Carolina is a lot of transplants, they call us, who aren't from there and move there. Most of my neighbors in my community are not from North Carolina. It's a bunch of people from PG County, big up DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So it's a bunch of people from PG County that live in my neighborhood, my neighbors, all of that. Like, I haven't even moved in the house yet. I haven't closed on the house yet. But when I go to visit the house, my neighbor's like, hey, hi. standing in the driveway, coming in the house. So it's like I feel good about it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in the country. So that's what I'm getting ready for, and I'll explain more later. Oh, you're always in Charlotte and Greensboro. Key, what's up? What's up? We're definitely going to link up. Yes, that's what so many people tell me, that Greensboro boomed and it's coming up even more because more companies are coming in, and even they put that new road in, the loop they call it. I forget which road it is, but like it's so new right now, and it's like 3 or 4 lanes. But every time I'm on it, I'm like the only car that's on it, and they say it's open. But at first I was like, am I supposed to be on this road? So they are creating the infrastructure for so many more people to move to Greensboro. So I'm hoping that it's not even, I'm hoping, I really, all the signs show that it's going to be a good move, even financially. If I know I'm gonna be in Greensboro until I retire, so I have at least 13 years minimum before I retire. So I really feel that Greensboro is going to be a good move financially and everything. Are you from Mississippi? Oh my gosh, Key, we are definitely going to link up. Yes, Sarah. It's like, yeah, so it's been a long with me thinking about where I'm going to go, but everything kind of just fell into place for Greensboro. So that's where I'm landing. And yes, Raleigh is so close. Okay, because Raleigh, many people say if I don't want to fly out of Piedmont, if I don't want to do, like, a lot of times I'll have, what do you call it? Like a layover, or I have to transfer flights either in Charlotte or Atlanta. So a lot of people are like, you can really just drive to Raleigh and use that airport because it's less hectic than trying to use Charlotte airport. So yeah, I'll be around Raleigh too. I have family in Raleigh, and I have so when I called my cousin who lives in Charlotte, she's been in Charlotte for years. Like her daughters, her one daughter graduated from college already, and the other daughter is in college, and she's been living in Charlotte since before then. But I called her. I was like, cousin, I'm moving to Greensboro. She was like, shut up. She said her old job offered her, sorry, that was somebody's dog. Somebody offered her old job offered her position back. So she's moving back to Greensboro. And I also have a ton of cousins who live in Greensboro and Reedsville. So it's not like a total, I don't know anybody. So it's I think it's going to be a good move. I'm trying to do my research, yes, and find a nice area. If all things go, could be moving out. Oh my gosh, Sarah, do you have your top places yet, Sarah? I'm gonna give you guys some more of this beach. And are you planning on staying on the East Coast, Sarah? And like, for people who don't know about the DC area, so DC minimum for me, so I'm moving into a single family home, right? For me to have a single family home in DC is minimum. I looked at this one place, right? The homes were $899 over the wintertime, $899,000. And so over the wintertime, they had a sale. It was like a weekend something, and the house was $769. Like, it's a lot. That's what I hear. RDU is a lot better. There are a lot of nice areas in Raleigh. Yup. Girl, Key, $899. And that's builder grade. That's not an upgrade in the joint. Okay? And then that's in PG County. If I want to live in DC, We're talking about a million minimum, and we're talking a million for 1,400 square feet. A small house. I don't have anything against size or whatever. I grew up in a small house with my parents had 5 children, and then my parents, my 5 children and a dog. So we didn't. I didn't grow up in a huge house, but like the house wasn't $1 million. In Garner, and oh, you've been all over. Yes, Wendell, Zebulon, Clayton. Yes, all of those little suburb areas that are still close. And you know what? Another thing too, Sarah. I know if you want to be by Raleigh, you want to be near Raleigh, but those areas are going up near. If I had started looking in Charlotte earlier, I probably would have been in a suburb of Charlotte. So you have Troutman, um, Morrisville, places like that, and also near Charlotte. And I didn't know my geography well, but South Carolina is about 9 miles from Charlotte. So if you could find a deal in South Carolina, yes, Apex and Cary. If you could find a deal in South Carolina, the taxes people pay in South Carolina are significantly less. So for real, my realtor took me and she said, I'm gonna meet you in South Carolina. And I said, no, I said, I'm in North Carolina in Charlotte. She said, Crystal, I live in Charlotte, and it's about in South Carolina. I'm sorry, and it's about 9 miles from where you are. So yes, definitely get a real estate agent who really knows the area, and who's willing to like take you all around and do things, and you'll be good. Ash Key. So I think about that sometimes. I'm like, man, I probably should have done South Carolina, but I'm okay. But it does make a huge difference when the interest rates are so high right now. And if you could bring the taxes down, it'll like, mitigate some of that of the high interest rates. Yes, they are. And that's why they trying to get everybody out of DC. But that's why so my mom passed away last year, right? So even though my mom has 4 living children, and then my nephew who she raised, right? And so it's 5 people that own my mother's house. And I know this is a lot, but myself and my twin sister own 70% of the house. So we're not sure what we're going to do with her house. So it's a lot. She wants us to keep, she didn't leave any instructions. She said you could do what you want. You can keep it, you can sell it, whatever. But it's right now we just holding it, We're trying to figure out what to do. Yes, a suburban area with lots of Targets and Starbucks, and they are all over. You definitely gonna find something awesome, Sarah. Yep, those are the key. Yes, yes. Okay, I never heard of Nightingale. Definitely get with Key and definitely find the right realtor who's willing to take you all over. My realtor was awesome. She didn't rush me. She didn't pressure me. She didn't do any of that. She even took me to where she lives, in this place called the Palisades, which is so nice. But that's in South Carolina. And the Palisades could be kind of expensive. But the thing about the Palisades is that they hold their value. When you see the Palisades, you'll be like it's flied out, like so fly. But yeah, find a good realtor makes a huge difference, like Key is saying, and go ahead and find you a place, but they have to be willing, like, to take you around. And also, you already know, Sarah, write down your must-haves and your good-to-haves or whatever, and don't slip on it. Like in DC, in the DC area, we might have our list of must-haves, but we may not get all of that. If you're really talking about moving and moving to an area where the cost of living is much less, like, make your list and stick to it, because that's what I did. I made my list, and my must-haves, everything on my must-have list is in the house, like in my house. So make your list and don't compromise, because going to South Carolina, to a different market, you can get everything that you want and more stuff that you didn't even imagine. Zillow will have you guessing, right? You are welcome. Zillow will have you guessing. I did Zillow. I'm one of those people, I still look at Zillow at least a couple of times a week. Yes, the more home you're going to get for your money. Exactly. Yeah, you do. You have to be careful on every site, including Zillow, because Zillow has been on the news. And what I usually do, if I see something on Zillow, I'll go like to realtor.com or homes.com, look on other places as well. And that's why having a realtor is good, because I would tell my realtor I saw this on blah, blah, blah website or whatever. And then the realtor will have access to the MLS that may not even be listed. Oh my gosh, that was a big thunder, which sounded like something crashed, but it was thunder, I guess. Yes, exactly. The cross referencing, you have to do that. Oh, I didn't know you could subscribe to the MLS. Does it cost anything to subscribe, Key? Like for a regular person? Oh, yes, it costs. Okay, okay. I actually took a renovation course with a couple in Baltimore, and I may have paid them maybe like $1,200, and I'm still connected to them because I'm thinking of buying a property in Baltimore, so that I can still have a place closer to DC. If we sell my mom's house, I'll still be, close enough to the area. So that's what I'm looking to do. And his wife is a realtor. So I have access to the MLS through her. But I didn't know you. Okay, but it costs. That's good to know, though. So many homes you can't see. I'll let you know, Sarah. So, oh, okay, Sarah, your husband is from Baltimore. So my mom, when I was coming up, my mom had a house and a 4-unit apartment building in Baltimore. So we were always going back and forth. But she sold both of them while I was in high school, not high school, in college. And I'm like, could you hold on to the house so I could buy it from you? But she didn't. So my realtor, Sarah, I will ask her, I will give you her name. So I had a time trying to find a realtor. And to be perfectly honest, I was trying to find a realtor of color. And I was having so much difficulty, right? And so I only had a certain amount of time. So when I'm coming from out of town, you can't tell me, I mean, you can tell me, you broke your toe, you broke your ankle. Like, it was literally, I broke my ankle. I did. It was always something every time I went, and I'm only going every 2 weeks to physically look at things. And then another girl, I gave her my information. I had to make an appointment through the website, gave her my information, included my telephone number. She sent me an email and said she couldn't work with me because I didn't leave a telephone number. Meanwhile, in her email, when you saw my email from her, it had my telephone number right on the screen. So I don't know what was wrong with that. So my realtor is not a person of color. She went to bat for me, and I love this lady. So I'm gonna give you her number because she may know other people, and kind of like she kind of let me know like she's so cool. She was like, I'm not gonna have you sign with me yet because you really have to have a connection with your realtor, and I don't know. Da, 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 da. So it's probably like she wasn't used to having clients of color, and I have an issue. She probably was like, she's not going to stay with me. I did. And what's interesting is the people at the sales office where I bought the house from, my sales agent there, she said the same thing. She couldn't find one. I met somebody in Greensboro when I drove the truck down. I had him unload my truck for me into a storage. He said, Crystal, same thing. I could not find one. He said he tried to work with like 8 different people. So it was hard. So I do see people now that I met through the sales agent because we became friends at the community where I'm living, but it was a challenge. It really was. So I would give you my realtor's name, and she could probably connect you with someone in the area. She's all the way in Charlotte. She's licensed in North Carolina, but she may not know Raleigh very well. So I'll talk to her so she could find somebody in Raleigh. Oh, and I can ask my cousin as well, because my cousin said you could have used my realtor. So I'll ask my cousin and make sure I give you the information and just shop around realtor. My suggestion would be not to sign with somebody exclusively right away. Meet with a couple of people and see who you like, see who knows the area pretty well, and then sign with somebody. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, good. I'll be looking for it in Facebook. This has been awesome. So thank everybody for joining. LaQuinta, I know she might be gone working and everything, but thank you guys for joining. It feels so good to connect with you guys because I'm running around so much and was moving last week. I just haven't had a lot of time to check in, so it's so good to see everybody. All the best to you, Sarah. I so look forward to hearing so much more about your partnership. Key, you have a good day. I know Barbara is probably gone, but Barbara, you have a good day too, boo. And Nunu as well. So I'm gonna give y'all one last little glimpse at this beach, and then I'm gonna go change and get ready for work. There are a lot of jellyfish out here today. Sarah, I wish your babies were here to see. But I'm going to film one on a short so they could see them. This, that's like the fourth one. Ooh, that's like the fourth one I've seen today. All right, you guys, I'm going to close up. Such a beautiful view. So I'm going to close up, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for rocking with me, you guys. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all later on. Y'all have a good day.